Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Wing Diamonds. I am here today with a whip in chat, technically a kit down in chat. I actually just finished Big Sis, which I have the picture here I can show, but focus, or not. But anyways, I just finished this painting like literally a second ago, and I was like, well, I could pull down one of my other paintings, or I could just dekit this, because I don't think I've done a dekit yet. I've done a kit up in chat, but I haven't done a kit down in chat yet. So I figured I'd do that so that way you guys can kind of see what I do for my storage and stuff for extra drills. So I don't have to go through my accessories. I will say that I'm using the Art Dot storage containers. This one is the medium size, is the 120. Here's the case of it. That there are 61 colors in this kit, so that's why that's kind of laid out like this right now, because I didn't feel like having all of this in the screen just for one. Okay, so yeah, just finished this one, and then I have my bag. So basically what I do with Diamond Art Club stuff whenever, or just any kit in general, whenever I finish my unboxing, I kind of consolidate stuff into little bags. So I have a bag for pens, placers, a bag for baggies, and and I have a squishy bag and everything. So yeah, I have a bag for everything. So what I'm doing, so basically what I do is, as you can see, I have new DAC squares on this. I kit down and I organize my drills based on company. Ow, sorry, I have a pulled muscle in my back, so I've been dealing with that. But anyways, I'll try not to let that affect me throughout this. Basically I'll take a Ziploc baggie and I'll label it on the company. So like I have one from Unimade squares, I have one for JHM shop squares, Craftibly squares and rounds, and then of course, like I said, I keep them separate by squares versus rounds. I also have a new DAC rounds, and I also have the older ones. But once I get through the last of my older paintings, I'm probably just going to discard those and just keep the newer ones, because we're here for the facets, right? Right. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see if I have any matching colors first. Oh gosh, I have a lot of these now. That did not take long. I feel like this bag was not this full before. So yeah, I need to figure out a new organization system, but we'll get there. So I hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna try to talk and concentrate at the same time, so it's gonna be interesting. I started school this week. So that's where my life has kind of been lately. Just getting into the swing of my new schedule. Thankfully, I only have to be on campus Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for only an hour, so it's not too bad. And so since we're doing that, it doesn't make sense for us to pay like the $100 and something for parking at the school. So my fiance just drives me up to the school, and then him and Sydney run errands while I'm in class. So it's been working out nicely so far. I'm really excited about my classes this year. The one of them I'm doing is a guilty pleasures reading course, kind of like what differentiates a guilty pleasure versus an academic reading. So that's interesting. The first book we're starting with is Charlotte Temple, which it's kind of got some controversy around it because the person who wrote it was English, and she was also living in the American colonies. Yeah, so she moved between the two areas and then moved back when the Revolutionary War started and stuff like that. And so she wrote Charlotte Temple as a novel that's supposed to be geared towards Americans and English, but the controversy around it comes with, was this the first novel in America? So we talked about that in another one of my classes, and we actually read part of it, and I actually had to reread that part because it was we read a couple chapters in the middle. But yeah, it's exciting that I can actually finally read the rest of the story. But I also feel bad because this poor girl, she was just taken such advantage of because girls were very sheltered at that time, and men were bad and all that stuff. So this poor girl, she was kind of ambushed, and this guy was like, well, you should run away with me, and we should get married and move to America while I'm fighting in this war. And she's like, no, I don't want to. He's like, but you're sure? I thought you were better than that. And so like he just like gaslights her into going with him. So it's just like, ugh, this is gross in that regards. But it's interesting to see where the start of everything was. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm excited. I'm happy to be back in school. I'm looking forward to letting my brain work again, and like interacting with people and stuff like that. Because, I spent the whole summer with Sydney because I haven't been working. So, and like I've had very little human contact. So it's like, okay, I'm back around people now. So that feels good. But yeah, so I started on Monday. And so I have one online course, and then I have the one in-person course, and then guys, I have my bachelor's degree after that. After this semester, I'm gonna have my bachelor's. Like, I keep saying it, and I still don't believe it. It's just so crazy to think. So yeah, but last week, obviously we had the boys last week, and it was their last week with us of summer vacation. This week, they're with their mom, so this is their official end to summer vacation. So yeah, we're gonna be doing school stuff again next week, which is probably why, like, I've been thinking about what am I gonna title this whip and chat. I think it's gonna be back to school part 1, and then next week's gonna be back to school part 2. So yeah, we keep like I think we got everything all set. The boys' mom just basically does all this, like gets them all set and stuff, because her mom buys them all the school supplies they need and stuff, so she usually gets them all set and ready to go. Alex is going into 6th grade this year, and Drake is going into 3rd grade, and Drake's going to a new teacher this year, but he's going to have the same teacher Alex had when he was in 3rd grade, so that's going to be an exciting thing. So yeah, Drake is excited to go back to school because, he actually likes learning and stuff like that. But Alex is not looking forward to it. Like, we keep, like, trying. So, like, yeah, he keeps, like, pulling the I hate school thing. And it's like, okay, well, chill out. We're like, so you don't hate school. You hate parts of school. And so, like, we were like, are you excited to see your friends again? He's like, well, yeah. Okay, are you excited for recess again in gym? Yeah. Okay, well, why don't you, like, we're trying to get him to, like, why don't you focus on those aspects of school instead of the parts you don't like, and then the experience will be a lot more enjoyable. So hopefully won't have too much fighting from him this week, because, I mean, it's always rough the first week, especially with Alex. Like, he'll probably be down in the nurse's office multiple times being like, I have a headache. It's like, no, you don't. You just don't want to be in class. But yeah, so gearing up to deal with that again, and homework and reading time and all that stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I've actually got myself, it's a really big bag. I've actually gotten myself like set, because I may only have 2 classes, but I have a lot of heavy books to read in those 2 classes. Like, one of them, I have to read Pet Sematary by Stephen King, which is a very long book. And I've read another one of his books, so I know he's, like, very dense writer, too. So I know there's going to be a lot in there. And I also am reading 5th Season, which is also, I have to say it like that because I keep calling it Fifth Element. But yeah, so that is another long book. And I was like, okay, well, there's not going to be much time in between to get these read. So I went through my course syllabus, and I basically pinpointed my books, or I looked through my books and stuff like that, and see like what chapters my teacher wanted us to read by what points, and I literally scheduled out my entire semester for reading. Like, tonight when I'm done with this, I have 40 pages to read in Charlotte Temple, and then I have more to read tomorrow, so that way I'm all set for Friday. So I planned this out so that way I'm not going to need to stress myself out. If I can get through one semester without crying, I'll be proud of myself. These are my life goals. Very easy life goals. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we basically just had a very chill week last week. We didn't do too much. Unfortunately, the neighbor girls, they were on vacation all week last week, so Boys didn't really get to play with them very much, but also kind of worked out because the weather had been pretty crappy for most of the week. So, I mean, that kind of did work out in its own way. Still was unfortunate, though, because, like, you know, last week that we could have done this, but they were on vacation. I'm sure they had fun, too. So, yeah, we basically just had a pretty chill week. Boys basically just played their games, and, you know, we played games as a family, because, like, we play Fall Guys together and stuff. And then over the weekend, well, actually, my fiance ended up taking them mini golfing. I was supposed to go with them, but my depression was just, like, really bad over the weekend for some reason. I don't know why. It just hit me really hard, so I was like, I don't feel like I can do this. So basically, he took the boys, and I just stayed home with Sydney. And I know Alex was a little bit disappointed that I didn't go with them, but it's like I had to take care of my own mental health. Because otherwise I'm going to be a nightmare when it comes to trying to help them and stuff like that. So I did what I needed to, and I mean, we'll have another chance to go. Like, it might be, like, we might be going into fall, but we're still got plenty of nice days left before the icky white stuff starts falling from the sky. So yeah. Yeah, basically first with kitting down, I just look through all my old ones, and as you can see, I've put aside the ones that I have duplicates of, which I don't have a lot, which is surprising to me. Is this another one? Yep, 3608. Damn. Yeah, this kit had a lot of blues and purples and stuff in it. So, yeah. Okay, so now I gotta think back. Oh, yeah. I'll just try to keep stuff on camera. I did a lot of reading this week. A lot of reading. So, Sophie over at the Diamond Help Desk, she's got a book club that she set up because a lot of us in the Discord love to read and stuff like that. So, sorry, I've just like lost my train of thought here. So yeah, we were reading, or we decided on Fourth Wing, which is a fantasy novel. And if you like the ACOTAR series, then Fourth Wing is a good one for you too. Like it has its similarities for sure, and like there's a lot of people that compare it, and I can understand why. Actually, there's something there. I can understand why they compare it easily, but it's a really good book. And it's so good that I literally spent an entire day reading it. Like I could not put this book down. So I finished that actually last night, and I'm really mad at some characters, but you know, yeah. So yeah, we were, so it's funny because like we were only supposed to go to chapter like 23 or something like that on this round of reading, and then like all of us just ended up finishing the book instead. So we're finishing up on this one because it was too good to put down. So yeah, really enjoyed that book, and it's really ignited my love of reading again, which is nice. So now I need to pick another book to be reading alongside my class books, because, you know, you gotta be able to read for fun as well. 857. Okay. 3850 is the highest we have. So thinking, oh yeah, and then over the weekend we also had a little visitor. My fiance's sister had a concert that she was going to, and her dog's got some separation anxiety problems, so he doesn't like to be left alone. So she asked if we would be willing to keep him overnight here, and of course we agreed. Like, we were more than happy to do that. And so Desmond came over and hung out with us for the night, and the boys were really excited about that too. Got to enjoy dog living for a little bit, because, you know, we haven't had a dog in this house since his ex took Miley with her, because the dog went with the ex, and he kept the cats. So yeah, it was nice to have a dog in the house again, and kind of getting us prepared too, because we are getting a puppy. So my fiance has always wanted a corgi puppy, or corgi. Like, he's been in love with them forever. And there was I was scrolling through Facebook one day, and a friend of mine that I used to work with like ages ago, like my first job ages ago, her mom had dogs that had a litter of puppies, and they were purebred corgis, and she was looking to sell them and stuff like that. And so I reached out and asked her how much they were, and she told me the cost, and I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, I'll see if I can swing that, because I wanted to be able to get him a corgi for his birthday this year. So after going through some stuff, checking my like student loan calculator and stuff like that, because you know I have to get loans for college because my financial aid doesn't quite pay for everything. So we were going through my loans and stuff like that, and then once I got the final numbers of it, I looked at it, I'm like, okay, well, that's settled then. I'm getting you a corgi. So he's very excited, and the puppy is so cute. Like, right, we won't have him until October, because he's only like 2 weeks old right now. He's so tiny and he's like a little potato. I'm not gonna lie. I got my mom laughing when I called him a little potato, but he is a little potato right now, and he's adorable. So we are very excited about that. As of right now, I think it's probably gonna stick, but we have the name Zero picked out for him. Oh wait, there's no 825 here, or 823. Yeah, so we have the name Zero picked out for him, because like I love Nightmare Before Christmas, so Zero in that regards. There's a character in Mega Man that's got the name Zero as well that he was thinking, because like it was so hard. Like we were like both coming up with nicknames, like or trying to think of names and stuff like that. And I was like, my first pick was, can we name him Cornelius? And he was like, no. I was like, aw, but I like Cornelius as a cute name. But yeah, so we were like kind of going back and forth trying to decide on a name and stuff like that. And it's like, oh my gosh, like we were like so opposite on so many name choices. It's like, so like, what are you looking for in a name? And so like we talked over what he was looking for and stuff like that. And I was like, well, what about Zero? Like, you can name him after the doggy in Nightmare Before Christmas. And then he like brought up the character in Mega Man too. And I was like, okay, well so is this a possibility? And he's like, yeah, I think it is. And I'm like, oh, okay, we just named our dog. But yeah, it's like a name for now until we determine for sure if that's gonna, like, we're obviously, if we think of something we like more before then, of course it might change, but as of right now, we're pretty settled on Zero. 898. So yeah, we're very excited about that, and hopefully next weekend, not this coming weekend, but next weekend we can get or go see him. I'm still waiting for a text back, but yeah, the woman's like, oh yeah, you can come visit him anytime you want pictures, just let me know and stuff like that, which I didn't ask about the pictures yet, whoops. But yeah, he's absolutely adorable, and we're excited. So yeah, that's my excitement. I'm just like really happy that I can do this for him, because like he's been so supportive of me as I've been going through school and baby and just everything that we've been tackling in our lives. Like we just like went full force, like here we go, we're doing everything at once. So yeah, he's just been so supportive, so I'm glad I can help him out in this regards, and you know, get him something that he's wanted basically his whole life. Other than I was laughing, I was like, you know, we're not going to be able to top this year's birthdays for either one of us now, because he got me a computer and I got him a corgi. We're like, okay, well, that's it, we're done. There's not going to be a better year than this one. Let's see, get these all facing the same way, because I'm running out of space. Although I could just start. So yeah, there, do that. You didn't see that, or you can't see that, so. Anyways, so yeah, that's all of our excitement. So school's back in session, we got the puppy coming. I know, it's funny too, because like we were talking about going to meet the dog and stuff like that, and we told the boys like, oh, yeah, we can try to bring you along with us and everything like that. We'll try to do it on a week you're here. And then Alex was apparently saying something about not wanting to get too close to the puppy, or too attached to the puppy, and it's like, why? He's like, well, I don't want to like get really excited about it coming. It's like, no, this is the time to be excited, because like we're doing this. We're not going back on this at all. Like, this is happening. We are getting this puppy. And it, like, ow. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so like that conversation sparked because, you know, we've been trying to work with him about his attachment to stuff, because like unfortunately, like his mom is fostering, like she fosters dogs, and Alex gets attached to these dogs and then they go away, and then he's a wreck for like 2 days after a dog goes to a new home and stuff like that. And so it's like we've been trying to like get him to understand, like, because unfortunately, like, her child being upset about this kind of thing doesn't make her stop it until he's a little bit more mature to handle it. So we have to, like, we're just kind of trying to work with him with it and stuff, and be like, yeah, it's hard to not, I mean, it's hard to not get attached, especially when you have a dog living with you or like an animal living with you for a couple weeks and stuff like that. But when you know the animal's going away, then you gotta like try to learn to like separate that, you know. So yeah, we've been trying to work with him on that and stuff like that, but I think he's starting to get his wires crossed, because it's like, we're not saying to not be excited about everything, just like, obviously there's like certain things that you have to know that is not gonna, like, yeah, I don't even know where I'm going saying anymore, so we're just gonna jump off that. But yeah, so basically we've just been working with him in regards to his attachment and stuff like that, especially when it comes to like us too, because like we've been doing this for over 3 years now, right? Yeah, over 3 years. We just celebrated our 3rd anniversary. So yeah, we've been doing this for over 3 years now, the swapping back and forth to different households and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, you should be used to it at this point. So yeah, he just, but he like earlier in the week, he gets very upset. Like, he's like in tears that he's not gonna see the other household for like, or like, it's only a week, like it's 7 days. So yeah, he gets really upset about not being able to see the other household for that long and everything like that. And it's like, okay, well, we need to work on this, because like, I mean, it's okay to miss us, but it's not okay to like break down at bedtime and refuse to go to sleep because you miss us, you know? Like, and I'm like so confused by it too, because I went through a divorce when I was a kid, and my dad lived in Connecticut, where like it's a 6-hour drive from where I'm located. So I only got to see my dad like every other month, I think. Yeah, it's like every other month for a week, and then my summer vacations, so the entire 2 weeks. And like when I swapped between houses, I didn't cry. I was just looking so forward to seeing the other parent that I don't think I had a chance to get sad, you know? So, I don't know. Once again, another situation where we're trying to get him to focus on the positive and not the negative. So, yeah, that's been a trial. But, yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's see. Sydney's doing really good. She walks around the house saying tickle all the time, which is her favorite word now. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Oh my gosh, she did the cutest thing today as we were gearing up to head out to the college. So yeah, as I mentioned, my fiance drives me to school, and then him and Sydney just chill out in the car or do errands or something, which today was do errands. But yeah, my fiance went to the closet first to get his shoes out and let go. Thank you. Yeah, he went to get his shoes out, and then I went over and grabbed my shoes, and then she walked over to the closet and grabbed her own shoes out. It was so cute. And then she brought him over to her dad to have him put them on her. It was just the cutest thing ever, because it's like she's been mimicking us a lot lately, and it's so much fun because it's like we're getting her to say words and stuff like that while doing it, and like facial expressions and stuff like that, and she just copies us, and then she smiles when we get all excited about it. And yeah, it's just awesome. It's so fun watching her, like, her progress and learn stuff. And yeah, I'm just so proud of my baby girl. Although we've been going through a grumpy spurt here. So it looks like she had 2 more teeth come through. Like, my poor child. She just, like, cuts all of her teeth at the same time. Like, instead of doing it, like, throughout her first months and stuff like that, she's like, nah, we're gonna do it all at once. So, she's now, I know I mentioned it before, because, like, those were part of, like, those looked like 2 of the teeth that were coming in with her 6 teeth, but those actually just started coming down now, so now she's got the 2 teeth next to her front teeth on the top coming in. So yeah, so we've been dealing with that little grumpiness, and then of course, you know, the schedule shift. My class is at 2:30, so we need to leave here by 2, and she's now not able to do her, like, mess around for the first time we try to get her to nap, and then give her lunch and lay her down, and then she sleeps for 2 hours. We haven't been able to do that this week. So she's been kind of grumpy, especially at bedtime. So we've been doing early bedtime. So, like, we've been laying her down at 6 instead of 6:30. And of course, she just falls asleep so hard at bedtime. But yeah, by the time we're getting close to bedtime, we're like, oh my god, bedtime, we're like, please hurry. She's so mad. And, like, she, like, wants to be up but not and down at the same time. But we did discover that Blue's Clues works to distract her, though. And then I got very excited today because we were trying to figure out, like, you know, Paramount Plus only had 2 seasons of the new Blue's Clues, and the new one is just as good as, like, the original. So it's like, okay, they better be making more of this. And so like, my fiance looked it up earlier. He was like, I wonder if they did make more. And he's like, wait, there's 4 seasons out right now. I'm like, what? There's only been 2 on Paramount Plus. And then, of course, go and look again. In between us not watching, since the last time we watched it, they added another season in, and they added Periwinkle in. So I was really excited about that, because I was kind of annoyed. I was like, wait, Periwinkle's supposed to be in already. Like, they eliminated Periwinkle and the Green Puppy, and I was like, oh, well, why did they do that? But it looks like they were just saving Periwinkle for season 3. So, static. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. The sad thing is, I think I was a little bit more excited about finding out there was more episodes of Blue's Clues than she was, because I watched it when I was a kid. So it's kind of fun being able to go through and watch this again. Let's see. Oh yeah, and Sunday was a fun day. All my girls came over on Sunday. We had, so myself and my friend Angel, our birthdays are in August. I'm at the beginning of the month, she's towards the end of the month. And so we're like, okay, well, we need to do, like, a gift exchange and stuff like that, because I did Loki for her. I can talk about it now because I gave it to her and she loved it. But yeah, so I did Glorious Purpose from DAC for her, and she was, like, so excited. But yeah, that was funny because I, like, went upstairs and, like, you gotta close your eyes because I didn't wrap this. And so she did, and, like, as she was closing her eyes, I, like, showed everybody around who, like, because I think April and Cassie might have been the only, I know Cassie will correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think they saw, like, painting before, like, in person before I gave it to her. I know I sent them pictures of it, but I feel like I showed you, Cassie, when you were here that one time. But yeah, so it was really exciting, and she absolutely loved it. And then I was like, yay, now I can post all my videos. Because I had been sitting on the unboxing and the post review for it. So when it came time, I was like, oh, just combine those into one video and throw them up. So yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about, I'm glad that she liked it and stuff like that. I mean, I knew she would. She's our Loki. She would love it. Come on. There we go. Darn static. So yeah, and I was going crazy on not telling her what it was, because, like, oh my god, I want you to see this, but I want to see your face when you get it. Like, it was a struggle. Plus Plus, not to mention, we couldn't meet until like the end of the month, and I'm like, you're really gonna make me wait all month to give you your present? Like, that is just cruel, unusual punishment. But yeah, we all got together, and it was a fun time. It was so cute too, because the boys were here. And my friend Dante, he basically just sat with the boys, and he was helping Alex with Tears of the Kingdom the whole time. And then after he left, Alex was like, we should do that again more often. And I was like, why? Because you got help on your game? And he's like, no, it's because I like talking to everybody. I'm like, dude, you only talk to Dante. He's like, well, I also like the help. I'm like, yeah, okay. You're not fooling me, kid. I know this. So that was pretty comical. Here we go. That was loud. So yeah, I was highly amused by that. And then, so yeah, and then us girls just chatted and stuff like that. And then it was so funny because like we were looking at older pictures, like just out of high school pictures of ourselves. I was like at my friend Cassie's graduation party pictures, and because we were talking about our one friend B, who hated hugs. She absolutely hated getting hugged, and her picture being taken too. So, we were talking about like Cassie's graduation party because her dad was like obsessed with trying to get a picture of B. Like he was like chasing her on every corner and stuff like that, and it's just like it was so funny. And he's like, I wouldn't have done this so much if she didn't respond or if she didn't react the way she did. And it's like, yeah, I know, she brought it upon herself. But yeah, so we were talking about that, and then I like pulled up a picture, and I'm like, I think I have a picture of her running away from the camera or something like that. And then I looked at the picture, I'm like, nope, never mind, it's her running away from my hug. And then we're looking at the picture because it's like me, Cassie, and April. I need a new DAC bag, I think. This thing's full. But yeah, it's like it had me, Cassie, and April all in it, and we're like looking at ourselves and like looking at young high school bodies of ourselves. Like none of us are like that size anymore, and we're like, oh dang. Yeah, like granted, yes, I had a baby, and I know my body's gonna be different from it, but when you look back, it's like, man, I wish that I missed that little skinny figure there. But I know, my body did an amazing thing, brought life into this world, cried the whole time doing it. But it was just like one of those funny realizations, like, dang, look at us. We were such babies in those pictures. So yeah, yeah, and then we had some cupcakes, which, the boys were so excited, like, oh yeah, we get cupcakes. And I was evil too, because I let me and Angel pick our cupcakes first, because, we were the birthday girls, so we got first dibs. And then I looked at Drake, I'm like, vanilla? And he's like, yeah. Because he's not a big sweet tooth kid. Like, he doesn't have a big sweet tooth. And so, like, when it comes to stuff like that, he usually just goes for the plain of the plain. Okay. It's got all twisted when I put them away last time. I got this stupid Planet song stuck in my head from Blue's Clues because I heard it like 3 times. So yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out with my girls and stuff, and then of course that was the day that boys went back to their mom too. So I think we got Panera for dinner. So yeah. Oh, there goes the hip again. Seriously, if you're in your 20s, just don't get old. It's like my body's like, oh, by the way, you're 33 now, so guess what? You slept last night, which means your hip hurts today. So yeah, what else happened? Yeah, the boys were all excited about Fortnite this weekend because on Friday they launched a new season. And usually, like, on the main season, switch over and stuff like that, it's like half season right now. But on the main season, they usually have this big event, and so the boys were like, "Oh, is it big event time and stuff like that?" And we're like, "No, this is just a new season change." And so they were playing that basically all weekend long. And like I said, it was pretty gross and gloomy out anyways, so it worked out. We did have to deal with some arguments between the two of them too, because like, I mean, it's how it goes with siblings. Like, Alex is older, so he's like, he's more experienced in the video games than Drake, because Drake hasn't been playing nearly as long as he has. And so like, Alex will be like, "Oh, you wanna 1v1 me and stuff like that?" And Drake will be like, "Yeah." And then Alex will tell him like he can't use any like the like missile launcher or anything, like, you know, ridiculous guns like that. And then he like defeats Drake, and then Drake gets all upset and stuff like that, and then like, yeah, they'll be playing a game or something, and then the rules suddenly change to remove Drake's favor, or yeah, so just typical boy stuff with that. And then, oh my god, so ridiculous. So for some reason, Sydney's favorite pastime is sitting on Drake's head. I don't know why she obsesses with it. Like, this poor kid was running, like, or not running, but, you know, he was, like, moving all over the couch to try to get away from his sister, and she just kept, like, crawling up on him and just, like, sitting on him and stuff like that. It's like, we're like, "Sydney, leave your brother alone." And, of course, she just looks at you and goes, "Da!" Like, no, leave your brother alone. Da! No, leave him alone. It's just so funny. Yeah, oh yeah, and another thing she's been doing lately, she is playing Daredevil. She gets up on the couch, and she just, like, stands up and tries to walk across the couch and, like, flops over and stuff. And then, like, when she wants to get our attention and stuff like that, she'll put her foot up on the table next to the couch, and it's like, "Young lady, stop it. Stop it." Oh yeah, and then we also, we gotta look into, like, a little barricade system. So, you know, every week this girl's getting taller and taller, which means every week it's becoming more and more difficult for us to hide or to get stuff out of her reach. So the newest thing that she can reach now is the boys' Switch docks. And she has grabbed hold of both Alex's and Drake's multiple times. So it's like, okay. So now we gotta get, like, a little gate system to stop her from getting to the entertainment stand. Because what we were doing before was, like, we put all of our toys and stuff in front, or, like, because, like, we have our little entertainment stand, then we got a little spot right here that's got an empty spot. And then on the other side we have her old car seat that she doesn't wear anymore, or use anymore. But now she's realizing she can push this stuff out of the way and get over there, so it's like, crap. So yeah, that's the thing that we gotta worry about now too. You know, we probably should do that before the boys come back, because their Switches are probably going to be docked more often than not now, with school coming back in session. Because, yeah, they'll be at school during the day, and then they get home usually around, like, 4-ish, and then they have reading they have to do, so Alex has to do 20 minutes of reading. And, like, Drake only has to do 10 minutes, but we have him do the 20 minutes anyways, because, I mean, he says he likes reading anyways, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, the more he practices, the better he'll be at it. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Okay. Whew. Lots of talking. So yeah. So yeah, by the time, like, and then, you know, we'll see if Alex has the time like he did last year. He would try to get all of his math homework done at school during the week, so he wouldn't have to worry about it at home, which I'm actually really pleased that is something that he's kind of getting in the habit of doing. But then he, like, gets stressed out sometimes. It's like, you realize you don't have to do this at school, right? You can do it at home, so don't stress yourself out trying to do it. But yeah, so we'll see what kind of homework they're gonna come home with this year. I imagine Drake's probably going to have a little bit more homework than he did the last 2 years because, you know, he's moving up in grade here. And he's going to be with a different teacher and all that stuff, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, because the way the boys' school works, they're with a teacher for 2 years before they move up. So yeah, Alex is entering 6th grade, but he's still in elementary school. He'll be going into middle school next year. So yeah. I don't know, the grade system in the school district is so confusing because it's like middle school is only like 7th and 8th grade, and then he's like up in high school. My school did it differently. It was like kindergarten through 4th, 5th through 8th, and then 9th through 12th. So it's like, that makes sense to me. The way the school does it does not make sense. But yeah, hopefully we can get Alex excited about middle school when he realizes that him and his cousin will, like him and all of his cousins will be going to the same middle school. But yeah. So other exciting things happened. Been having a lot of pumpkin spice lattes. Now pumpkin spice season is back and I'm so excited. Oh yeah, we've been having some interesting weather here. I think it's just because it's like the calm before the storm, because there's a hurricane heading towards Florida right now. And so we're getting hit with cool weather before that system moves upward. So today was like the ideal fall weather. Like I actually wore jeans today. I wore a flannel to school. I got to drink my pumpkin spice latte. Like it was nice. And it's got me like really in the fall mood, which is good because, you know, we're almost in September, which means all the fall events are starting. And I'm very excited about that. Actually, once I'm done with the kit down here, I'm going to kit up Bubble Bubble Chocolate Trouble by Randall Spangler. Which I realized that I probably should do that unboxing this week. I have it recorded because it's one of the ones I have recorded from before my pregnancy. Yeah. It's funny too, because like I think I posted Divine Instinct, and when we started playing the video to check it and stuff like that, like I like watched myself like full of life and energy and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, what happened to me? Oh yeah, I have a baby. She sucks the life force out of me. God, that's how she gets all of her energy. Yikes. Okay, so we got sealed bags here. And non-sealed. Let's go through non-sealed bags here. I'm gonna go through and empty out all my... Oh, my voice keeps cracking. I'm sorry. I have to go through and empty out all my newer toolkits from all the paintings I recently unboxed. So that way I can replenish my baggies. Let's see. Look, ooh. There we go. So we'll do this. See how many more we need. Okay, a handful more. See if we can do this all in one go. So yeah, this is basically just how I do my kit down. Just throw them all in the baggies and then throw them in a plastic baggie. Just all the baggies. Hopefully in the future I can get an actual like organization system. We shall see. Let's see. So yeah, we're moving into the Halloween season. So honestly, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of Halloween kits from me because apparently I have like 5 of them. Like so many. So yeah, I've decided my official entry for Drills and Chills is going to be the Love Potion by Miss Holly. That kit is already kit up. I just need to do my start post on the 1st. That one's, yeah, so that'll be my official Drills and Chills entry. And then, of course, I'm going to kit up Bubble Bubble Chocolate Trouble to work on alongside it. And then I also, in the works, I also have, let go, thank you. I have Jasmine Beckett Griffith, that's Faces of Fairies, and it's one with the It's one from Craftably with the little jack-o'-lantern in it. So I have that one that I'll be working on. Eventually I will kit up Cauldron of Myrrh and work on her. So yeah, I'm like bound and determined now that I found out I'm very close to Katie in numbers of paintings completed. I'm like, I want to get, I want to like equal out with her numbers. Like, so I have a lot of rounds. So I'm like, okay, this might be my chance to do so. Because I think I was only like, I'm at like 23, and I think she said she's at 29 or something like that. So I'm not that far off. So yeah, so there's my goals right now. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna work through all my Halloween paintings. Most of them are rounds except for Cauldron of Myrrh. And then I also have my cross stitch conversion that I've only done like one section on so far because I've been basically focusing Big Sis. I wanted to try to get her done before the end of August, and I'm literally filming this the day it goes up, which is why it's going up so late, so sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so my brain just went woo. Oh yeah, so fun story about these drills. There was a fairy dust diamond in these drills, and I think it kind of like got into the line with it while they were manufacturing these ones, and it's impossible. It's like barely visible in person, so I know the camera won't pick it up, but there's like a hint of pink fairy dust in these drills. I just think that was cool. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I wanted to finish Big Sis before the end of the month, so I kind of just like pushed to do that, and then I thought I wasn't gonna do it because then I spent an entire day reading, but then I realized like part of the top was like very confetti heavy, but then like the rest of it was pretty color blocky, so I got through it pretty quick. The only annoyance was all the, I mean, not annoyance, it looks great, but like, oh, all the snow in the TV and then like some of this blue around the outside of the TV, that was all AB. And so I was fighting with my putty a lot because of it. But we got there. We got through it and we got it situated, or we got it done. I'm very excited. So now we're gonna, well, first I'm gonna do my post review on it. That reminds me, I gotta do Pinkie Pie's post review too. So yeah, I'm gonna do post review on it, and then we're gonna get a frame for it and hang it up. So yeah, tonight's gonna be a heavy recording night because once I'm done here, I'm gonna go ahead and do like 3 post reviews and an unboxing because I got a Muni Made canvas today, or not today, or yesterday, no, Tuesday. I was so annoyed too because it's like, this was supposed to be here on Monday and then you guys delayed it till Tuesday. I'm like, come on. But I'm excited because I got another mermaid. I got D&D Life. And then I actually got the upgraded toolkit for it too. So I'm excited to break into that. Because hey, if you want a Muni Made tray, best way to do it is to order a painting and get the upgraded toolkit, because then you'll get a Muni Made tray in that. So I'm excited to break into that. And just see all the goodies that are in there. Yeah, I don't think I have much else to talk about. Yeah, basically it's just, I've been reading a lot. I've been preparing for school, and now I'm back in school. And yeah, we're going with the flow. Making sure I keep to my schedule, and then I also still need to go through and schedule my other class, and then I'm gonna schedule my videos out too for the next few months, or like at least, because like I said, I want to try to get on a schedule. I want to keep with trying to post at least every other day, maybe take weekends off or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I figure like on say Mondays or something, you'll get a post review. Fridays will be like unboxing if I have one or the other. So yeah. Oh yeah. Today's Wednesday, which means Diamond Art Club did a midweek drop this week, and it was the Chris Ortega mystery kit. And yeah, let's just say I looked at my fiance, I was like, please. So I got the Chris Ortega mystery kit, and I got like another Pixie Sticks kit too, just to get the free shipping. I got the Incognito one, so I'm excited about that. So yeah. I just realized I still gotta fill out my logbook and everything. See, that's what happens. You sit here thinking as you're going through and you're like, oh yeah, so many things I gotta do. Gotta update my Excel spreadsheet. I need to update my logbook with my next finish. So I think it's gonna be 24. Finish number 24 for the year. If I'm remembering correctly. Heck yeah. So yeah. Actually, I think Bubble Bubble Chocolate Trouble is the last old kit I have from Diamond Art Club too. It's definitely my oldest, or no. I haven't actually done Divine Instinct yet, but I still have that one. In Solar System. Never mind, I still have a couple older kits. But yeah. Now I'm just like rambling about random stuff, so I guess I should wrap it up, huh? So yeah. So coming up this week, definitely gonna do an unboxing for you. And then, oh yeah, October, I'm playing, so the Chris Ortega mystery kit is a dark fantasy. And, Nurse Rachel, right? She, the sneak peeker who did the unboxing, she, mentioned that it would be a good kit for Halloween while she did her unboxing. So I was like, okay. Like, I have not seen the image yet. I've done pretty good at not seeing these images before, working on them and stuff like that. So, like, I have, like, four mystery kits in my possession, and I've only seen the image on one of them, and that's because I finished it. But we're going to play around with some stuff. So I did the time-lapse with the first mystery kit I did. I'm going to do another time-lapse, but we're going to mess around with it and see if we can do something a little bit more fancy with it. And I hope it works, because it'll be intriguing for sure. And I think it'll make a really cool video. But yeah, we're going to be, I'll be doing that in October. I'll be time-lapsing that and working on it. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Also another reason why I have a bunch of small canvases that I'm just going to be working on in the meantime. So yeah, and I can break out all my Halloween washi tape. I just don't have a Halloween cover minder or a Halloween tray yet. I do have my Halloween pen, thanks to my girl, Stealthy. She's awesome. Because she got me the pen I was dying to get at Enabler's Outpost. So yes, I'm definitely using that for some Halloween kits. So yeah, anyways, definitely expect an unboxing in the next couple days. I'm not sure what, oh, actually I do, never mind. I'll probably make sure to get up the double bubble chocolate trouble. There we go. I was doing the double toilet trouble. Yeah. School, man. Gets your brain working again, huh? Anyway, so yeah, I'll probably do that unboxing. It's a Randall Spangler and it's absolutely adorable, because I'll be kitting that up to work on here in September. And yeah, and then like I said, I have my cross-stitch conversion in the background that I'm working on, and yeah, then in October I will do the mystery time-lapse, and along with a couple other little kits, which also tells me I definitely want to save Faces of Fairies for October, because then that's a smaller kit to pair up with the big mystery kit. So yeah, either way. Like I said, I'm rambling again, but I'm on my last color, so here we go. So yeah. Hey. And there we go. We are completely de-kit, and I'll just shove these all in the bag, and if I can fit them, like this bag is getting pretty full. It's a full bag. Actually, they should fit. We'll see, actually. I'll fight with that off camera. So yeah. And now this is all set to kit up the next canvas. Yay! Okay, so if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, throw me a comment, let me know how you guys are doing. If you've made it to the end of the video, let's throw in an emoji of like something from fall, since we're experiencing some nice fall weather today. And if you're not already subscribed here and you just watched me talk for an hour, or ramble for an hour. I think you'll like it here. So go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down there. And then hit that bell to be notified whenever I post videos. Like I said, schedule is in the works, but as of right now, we just have Whip and Chats on Wednesdays, and other videos are posted at random. So you definitely want to hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.